Welcome back to the Juice Podcast here. Cody Mitchell with the college basketball picks and preview episode for Sunday, March 15th, Championship Sunday, right before we get the bracket. Bracket will be out at 6 p.m. tomorrow. I'm so fucking pumped. It's bittersweet, though, because championship, both weeks of the conference tournament is so near and dear to my heart. To me, it's better than March Madness. It's easier to make money on. It's just awesome because you get mostly all 365 schools, besides those communist conferences that do not allow all their teams in. But it's still so fun, man. It's incredible. There's been incredible basketball the entire weekend. The weekend before that, it's actually probably my favorite when it's most of the mid-major conferences, where everybody's watching Duke, Carolina. I got Furman and who played East Tennessee State in the SoCon final and stuff like that. Granted, that was during the week, but you get my point. It's such a fun week. I'm not sure yet what day we're going to record next week. It's either going to be Tuesday for the bracket episode where me and Connor are both this year going to pick our own individuals, and I don't give a shit what he says, because for one, this is my fucking show. Two, we are going to disagree on a lot of teams this year. He might have a team. There's a couple teams I think he's going to make, like put in his Elite Eight, that I'm going to have out in the second round or first round, and vice versa. So it's better that way anyway. But then Wednesday we'll do the preview and picks episode. So we'll pick every game for Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday morning we'll have the Saturday and Sunday picks episode out too. But for today we have the 5 championship games that are on Sunday. So let's just get right into it and start picking some of these games. First one on the board here. Noon tip, first game of the day, the Ivy League final. Yale is laying 9.5 points versus Fran McCaffrey and those Penn Quakers that got it done for us. So we actually have a future on both these teams too, so it's nice to see they're in the final. Yale wins will basically break even. Penn wins 6-1, so not too bad. These teams did play obviously twice. They got beat by 17 at home, but on the road against Yale, they only lost by 4. And like I said earlier today, make it now 8 of 9 for the Quakers. They're playing some of the best basketball down the stretch. 9.5 in the title game. I think it's a little too much here. I'm going to lock up Fran McCaffrey. Those Penn Quakers. We're really about to beat Akron. That's fucking crazy. Dayton and VCU. Dayton's getting 2.5 over under 140.5. This is a 1 p.m. tip for the A10 championship. If you don't remember, I had Dayton winning this. I get ballsy and put St. Joe's in the final instead of VCU, but we also did have VCU as one of our best bets. But we did have Dayton winning this tournament. And who do I have winning this thing? I have the Dayton Flyers. And Anthony Grant gets the Flyers back to the dance. The A10 becomes a 3-bid league with St. Louis, VCU, and Dayton. Yeah, I'm still going to go with it. I'm going to lock up Dayton. I think Dayton's a better team. Dayton's going to win this whole thing. They're finally healthy. Since they've been healthy, they've been rolling. It was a gutsy win for them. Got some bad calls down the stretch, but it is what it is. They got the job. That's all that matters. Give them the Flyers, +2.5, and betting that money line as well. In the SEC final, Vanderbilt's laying 2.5 against Arkansas. This is also at 1. Vanderbilt just beat the shit out of Florida. And to me, I think it's a little bit of an overreaction. I'm still have questions about this Vanderbilt team. And I think, looking back on it, I did lock up the Gators, and it came, completely to fruition. What does Vanderbilt's strength is the guards. What is Florida's weakness is the guards. They make the money in the front court. I know Xavier Lee's playing a lot better, but the guard positions are pretty weak. and Vanderbilt's guards just beat up on Florida's guards. Well, there's a guard on the other side here with Arkansas named Darius Acuff, who might be the most underrated freshman in the country. He's just not getting enough love. And to me, I think Arkansas is the better basketball team. I think they've been the better basketball team the entire season. And I think this line is a little bit of an overreaction. So 3 for 3 on underdog. Woo Pig Suey taking the Razorbacks here. In the AAC, the American Conference Championship is 3:15 tip. USF is laying 5.5 versus Wichita State. Wichita State was another one of our best bets. We played them and we played UAB. I have UAB winning this thing, though. I was so fucking wrong on that. Charlotte, I cannot believe Charlotte fucking beat them. I really wish we would have got Andy Kennedy versus Rod Hodson in the semifinals, but unfortunately we had to do Charlotte. We also lost on the spread 16.5 when they were basically down 2 possessions the entire game. And then the last 10 minutes just completely fell apart. 5.5, this number will go up. I'm going to bet it's going to end up at 6.5 or 7. But currently we're at 5.5. So we're going to pick it at 5.5. And I like the Shockers, again, with an underdog at 5.5. But I'm going to hold out. I think it's going to get to 6.5 and it might be a 7.5. It's 5.5, probably not going to play it. But if I can take the Shockers, for sure. And I will sprinkle some on that money line as well, because I do think Wichita State is live during this game. Shock them up, baby. Whatever, I don't even know what they call it, but shock them up. And lastly, Purdue is getting 7 versus Michigan, the Big Ten title, the last game of the day. 3:30 tip. It's funny, because Michigan's kind of been... People keep slating them as the best team in the country. I think Duke, Arizona, and Florida, even with their loss today, are still better. Maybe Houston and maybe Iowa State ahead of them. But either way, Michigan's really good. Fucked my future with Wisconsin up. Big shot by Axel Lendenberg to propel them into the title game. They're going against the team that was the preseason favorite. Pretty fucking... I use the take for the pick against UCLA and they lost by the hook. There is what it is. Team that was slated to be the preseason favorite is now getting 7 against the quote-unquote betting favorite now, Michigan. I'm going to go 5 for 5. Give me Purdue plus the points. I'm going to also hold off because there's 2 things for it. Boiler up. Purdue wins. How about this? Purdue plus 225 on my line. They win this game outright. All right. That's going to do it for me. I'm going to enjoy the rest of conference tournament season as we got it tonight on a Saturday night here, but we'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to be back for tomorrow with I'm going to be putting videos out all week, even if it's not with the big show. So I'm still on our YouTube channel at the Juice Pod. Follow us on Twitter, TikTok, all that shit. Tell your friends, like and subscribe. Till then, we'll see you guys. I am out of here. Come on, you piece of shit.